Nexus VXLAN EVPN CLI hands-on lab. So this is the Cisco Nexus VXLAN hands-on CLI lab. Hello everyone, this is NetMaven. Today we're gonna make a lab for Cisco Nexus VXLAN EVPN CLI hands-on lab. This lab is intended for who have experience with routing config. VXLAN EVPN is an advanced technology for large-scale network. The VXLAN creates a virtual layer 2 network on the IP network, efficiently connecting physical separated devices. EVPN acts as a control panel, optimizing MAC address learning and forwarding. This combination provides scalability beyond traditional VLAN limitations, full bandwidth and utilization without need for spanning tree. It provides efficient traffic management to meet today's data center need. This lab we're going to log on to the Nexus and underlay configures such as OSPF PIN, overlay configuration such as MP, BGP, EVPN, and we'll make a VXLAN tunnel for overlay. We'll do a VPC with a VPC configuration, host connect settings, external routing settings. When a host connecting settings completed, the connection between the host in the VXLAN fabric. Once the external routing configured is complete, I will be able to check connectivities between the host inside and outside. Into outside of VXLAN fabric, it is estimated to take in depth for multiple steps, and the configures introduced a hands-on lab will gonna to show you how we can configure. OS provides a similar CLI derived from iOS. AXOS and Catalyst iOS have roughly the same operability. I need to enable the feature with the feature command. Extension processes are not started by default. So for example, feature telnet, feature inter-VLAN, feature NV overlay, etc. So the feature will have to enable a feature inter-VLAN interface VLAN. You will enable a feature like this. Okay, and I can run show command anywhere regardless configure mode. Show running config, and it was easier to start interface mode or unified to Ethernet. Interface Ethernet 1. I can also do interface Ethernet 1/1 10. This is all Ethernet started. Okay. Next thing we'll talk about is the underlay configuration, OSPF and the PIM. We have configured the IP loopback. I can check with the show run or show IP interface brief. I'll configure, for example, spine 1, loopback 0, IP is the 10.2.0.1/20/32, and loopback 254 IP, and loopback 0 I will be used OSPF and BGP. I will show you why. And multicast RP will used is the loopback 254. Now let's give a check for every single configuration. Spine 2, show IP interface brief. Leave 1. Leave 2. This all loopback interface. show run interface loopback 1. I have two IPs in leaf 1 and 2. I will show you. Show IP interface brief. Leaf 1. Make better. Organize it a little bit. Okay. So leaf 1, I have loopback 0. We'll talk about this, what's useful. And loopback leaf 1 is actually requiring every leaf VXLAN tunnel will be used this IP interface. And show run interface loopback 1, I have a secondary interface. It is used for VPC VIP. Okay. The VIP will be using the secondary IP on loopback 1. It's the similar configure will be configured on the leaf 2, leaf 3. Loopback 1 is also without VIP on leaf 3 because we don't have see the VPC pair. Okay, VPC pair, and we're gonna take a look of what's on the leaf 4. Still remember what is loopback 1 used for. Loopback 1 is used for the VXLAN tunnel, the main IP interface. Okay. With leaf 1 secondary IP, we don't have on leaf 3 and leaf 4 because they don't have like VPC pair. Okay, this is for useful VPC VIP interface. We'll check every spine and leaf loopback IP IF interface. Let's move on to configure OSPF. OSPF actually we're going to configure first on spine 1. Spine 1 we're going to enable OSPF on each spine and leaf. Loopback root ID 0 will be set for the OS root ID. Okay. Okay, so knowing that, and let's configure the interface 1 to 4. Interface 1 to 4 on every single spine interface. Spine 2 also. Okay, first we're going to know switch port, IP on number, loopback 0. It gives you a warning interface 1/1 needs to be configured in medium P2P configuration, configuring on number interface. Show run, show run interface E11. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna do copy and paste everything we have. Here is to no switch multi MTU. Show run interface E11. This all we're gonna configure. Median point to point, and then we're gonna do unnumbered loopback 0. The unnumbered number you will use the other IP address such as loopback 0 we are using. It is no longer necessary to assign IP to the physical interface between spine and leaf. So IP address conservation can be done. Okay. So this we don't need an IP. No IP in this range between the spine and the leaf. Okay, so let's do the spine 2. No, before we do this, what I needed to also, we're gonna do the outer OSPF underlay area. Okay, show IP OSPF interface. We're going to enable interface like this. Okay, brief. Enable IP loopback OSPF. Okay, so on the spine 2, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to enable the OSPF first and root ID, and we're going to enter E11 to E14. Okay, don't forget to configure this. Everything we're going to show to IP OSPF interface brief. We're going to enable OSPF from 1 to 4, and don't forget to enable OSPF in the loopback 0 also. This will be required for interface loopback interface. Show IP interface brief. This we're going to do. So we're going to enable interface loopback 254. This also will be required to enable the OSPF interface. Show IP loopback, show IP OSPF interface brief. Okay, will be enabled on all the loopback interface on the spines, and also this will be required to enable in the spine 1. Alright, so now we enable the loopbacks and the physical interface to the leaves. Same on spine 1 and spine 2. Let's go on to the leaf, and we'll configure the IP one by one. So we're going to enable OSPF, similar to the spines, and root ID will be using 10.2.0.11, and go on to the leaf 2. It is 10.2.0.12, leaf 3, .2.0.13, .2.0.14. Alright, actually we have configured the interface here and enable the whole OSPF process between the spines and the leaves. Leaves will be configuring the 11 and 12, 11 and 12, 11 and 12, 11 and 12. So on the leaf, we have a loop back 0, 1. This is for the VXLAN tunnel, okay? VXLAN tunnel, and these the primary IP, and the secondary IP we'll be using is the VPC VIP. So actually, this VIP IP will be shared in the leaf 1 and leaf 2. Okay, this is what we'll do the second, and also the loopback 0 is what we have to enable loopback 0 for the OSPF, and they will be similar to enable loopback 0. Okay, it's all OSPF process. Let's keep doing it, and go back to leaf 1. What we're gonna do is interface the range 1 to 2, and in every interface, loopback 1 and loopback 0, we'll have to enable OSPF as well. And similar, we're going to configure on the leaf 2 IP interface, leaf 3, leaf 4. Alright, let's now go back to spine 1, and we're going to show IPOF's neighbor for the OSPF neighbor process. And now I'm seeing that every single neighbor is the full state. Let's check spine 2. And this needs to a little bit of convergency time, and now I'm seeing every 4 neighbor, and spine 2 is seeing another 4 neighbor. We're going to check all leaves can form adjacency neighborship with the OSPF neighbor. Now, okay, go back to spine 1, and we're going to show IP route to OSPF, and I'm seeing the every single loopback or loopback interface IP address, and I'll track the reachable from each device. What we'll configure next is the underlay configuration, the PIN configuration, BUM traffic user replication PIN to form the VXLAN tunnel. So what we will do, go to the spine 1, we're going to enable feature PIN, and we'll set up the future the PIN. Each spine will enable the PIN with the RP IP. The RP IP would be the loopback 254, and we're going to enable anycast IP command. So IP PIN anycast IP, the first IP will be the anycast RP interface IP, and next will be the address for the IP RP set. This will make sure all the IP is same IP. Just for you to remember, the IP RP interface is the same across the spine 1 and spine 2. We will configure the RP IP interface, which will be my loopback 0 interface. And next, don't forget to configure the same on my spine 2. In here, the RP is serving for the 239.1.1.0 range or multicast group range, and what we'll do is in all the leaf switches, we're going to configure the feature PIN, and we're going to specify the group range for RP IP. Okay. It will be configured PIN on every leaf. Each leaf will be using the same RP. This is just for BUM traffic. Alright, and now if you take a look at the diagram, we'll be under doing the PIN traffic over my underlay is the PIN, and off is serving for VXLAN BUM traffic. So the IP required will be my loopback 0 on the leaf and loopback 1 on the leaf. Also the loopback 0 on every spine, and loopback 254 is the RP IP. Okay, so we'll be enable PIN on every single interface also, and there will be IP. The PIN will be enabled on every interface of the leaf switch. Okay, this will be PIN. Let's do it. To my spine 1, let's enable loopback 0, loopback 254, and Ethernet 1 to 4, and will enable all PIN sparse mode, similar to spine 2. We do next is the leaf. Leaf will do loopback 0, loopback 1, loopback 0 is the OSPF loopback, and loopback 1 will be my VXLAN tunnel IP, and the PIN interface will be on the 1 and 2. Okay, let me copy and paste and everything to the leaf. And I want to emphasize you again, this command is to specify the range of multicast address to be used for BUM replication. Then I will configure spine 1 and spine 2 as a RP. Okay. To verify that, to go to spine 1 and show IP ping neighbor. This will have a full neighbor. I will check the status of opposite leaves, and this will be showing us establish the neighbor. Show IP ping neighbor and show IP ping interface with. Let's see all the interface we enabled as we expected.
Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below. Hey everyone, NetMaven here. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to dive into the world of amazing network technologies with me, and please feel free to leave your comments below.